Drake Baldwin is going to join us at 120. He is the National League Rookie of the Year, beating out Cade Horton in one of the closest races in recent years. Cade Horton, the rookie pitcher from the Chicago Cubs. Baldwin got 21 first-place votes, 183 points overall. The other 9 first-place votes go to Horton, 139 points overall. Baldwin, the 6th Braves player to win the National League Rookie of the Year since 1993. In the last 8 years, Michael Harrison, 22.
The way we roll here.
And that's indeed right, Snit. Acuna in 2018. Here he is talking about when things started to become comfortable for him this year.
I don't know if there was a specific day that happened. I think you just kind of start to realize that, like, you're facing some Cy Young contenders or something, and you're like, oh, I'm going to have a good at-bat here and there. Or you get comfortable catching, I don't know about comfortable, but like you start to get more familiar with catching like Cy Young guys like Sale, and you start to realize that like you're on the same level as them, I guess. And I mean, that kind of just gives you the incentive to go out there and compete every day and know kind of you belong. I don't know if there was a specific day, but probably a couple months into the year. I mean, it was not right away by any means. It took a little bit.
I belong. I'm not in over my head. And remember, he came out of the gate well, and then he had a slump, like a bad slump. And it's that, okay, how do you get better as a baseball player? Take your good streaks, run them a little bit longer. Take your bad streaks, cut them down a little bit. And that's the thing. I don't know what he's going to hit next year. There is this idea that year to year, I'm not really sure. But the Sean Murphy thing is coming up again, and I'm going to say something about Sean Murphy that I said about Kirk Cousins. It's a lost cost. He's getting a surgery. I don't know if he has value this offseason as a trade chip because nobody's seen him play. Could he be tradable at the trade deadline, or could he be good enough where you go, hey, man, I'm going to pay him $15 million and he's the backup? Or, God forbid, Drake doesn't hit, which could happen, and Sean Murphy is healthy and he's hitting some home runs. I don't feel the need to trade Sean Murphy unless you're giving me a direct correlation of where that money, this year's $15 million and the rest of the contract, is going to be spent.
The Braves also make an addition to their staff. Longtime Minnesota Twins coach Tommy Watkins is here now. Was with the Twins for 27 years, is in his 40s, could be the bench coach, could be the third base coach. So that would mean Tony Mansolino would be the bench coach or the third base coach. The point is, it doesn't look like Eric Young or Ron Washington are going to be a part of this organization like a lot of us thought could be the case. It looks like, though, Eddie Perez is still going to have a role in this organization. But the goal was, it seems, Chris, with an older manager, to get younger with the rest of the coaching staff. They're all in their 40s, some in their late 30s, so mission accomplished. But no Ron Washington and no Eric Young.
I still thought there might be a chance where there might be one more addition, whatever the title is. You know, how many guys can be on the bench? That's a thing. But could there be somebody else who comes back, works as a consultant, or does something with the team? We'll see if that comes into play. I will also tell you, if we want to play connect the dots, does this maybe come back to the Byron Buxton thing? I'm not telling you I need...
Longtime Twins coach, Byron Buxton, still in Minnesota. Is there a connection?
I don't need Tommy Watkins to tell me whether Byron Buxton can play. Like, I'm not trying to be simplistic about it, but I do think a lot of times you go, oh, what does that mean? What does that mean? I don't know. Sometimes a cigar is just a cigar. You hired a guy because you think he's actually good at his job. Other times you go, oh, maybe he gives us an advantage. I'll tell you this. If you got a guy who got Juan Soto to steal bases, because I think people thought Juan Soto stole bases. He didn't. Never in his career. That could be an intangible that turns into a tangible if you're a better base running team.
Hey, the Dodd Trophy is the most coveted Coach of the Year award in the country, and for the Dodd Trophy's 50th anniversary season, honoring coaches who bring home significant victories each week. And this week's winner, Joey McGuire of Texas Tech, who led the Red Raiders to a convincing 29-7 win over 7th-ranked BYU.
Can you just do the math one more time? You did not misspeak when you talked about Tommy Watkins. He's 45 years old. How long has he been with the Twins?
27 years.
Yeah. Yeah, he's 45 years old. He's been with an organization for 27 years.
His entire adult life. And now he's making the change and coming here. And we'll see if Byron Buxton is one of those guys. Another guy, Stephen Kwan, is being brought up as well. Mm-hmm. The Guardians, before they pay people like to trade them, they're going to ask for a lot. But I will tell you, you get a guy like that, you want to talk about a guy that is not going to give in, is not just going to give up on at-bats. Kwan's that guy. He's a pain to the nth degree.
I think he thinks he's still trying to make the team. I watch him some at-bats. Yep. I think this guy's afraid he's going to get sent out tonight.
He's a hell of a player.